Hi guys, this is Maha, your English language teacher and IELTS trainer. Welcome to another episode of the IELTS series on the YouTube channel English Show Canada. Please don't forget to subscribe and like and hit the notifications button so every time a video goes up, and sometimes I even do live sessions, so I would like you to be notified. Just a quick reminder, youtube.com/English Show Canada and facebook.com/English Show Canada. Today's topic is going to be about the IELTS speaking section. So let's begin. The IELTS speaking section. What is it and how to do it? So it's a face-to-face examination with the examiner. This is where you have discussions and you talk about general topics. Also, it is just one type of speaking. So whether you're doing the academics or the general, you will have only one type of speaking. You know how for reading and for writing, the topics are different. The test is recorded. So when you get the result and you're not happy with it, you can actually ask them to reevaluate your test. It is informal speaking style. The examiner will decide your score. It's about 11 minutes to 14 minutes long. So it cannot be less than 11 minutes and it cannot be longer than 14 minutes. The examiner controls the length and the time. All right, so what is the procedure? So the first thing that's going to happen is they will check your ID. They will greet you and ask you to sit down. There are three parts to the IELTS speaking test. Part 1, general questions about your background, general questions about your country, and general questions about your life. A total of 12 questions and 3 topics. Part 1 will take about 4 to 5 minutes. Here are some Part 1 sample questions. Work. Where do you work? What do you do? Where do you study? How long have you been studying this course? What are your future plans? Hometown. Tell me about your hometown. Tell me about your home. They might ask you about art. Do you enjoy art? Birthdays. Do you enjoy birthdays? When is your birthday? What do you do on your birthday? Childhood. How was your childhood? Do you remember a memory that you want to share? Did you have a lot of friends as a child? What kind of clothes are you most comfortable in? Do people in your country follow fashion? Do you use computers? Do you enjoy using computers? Why do you think computers are important? Tell me about your daily routine. Tell me how your day looks like. Do you use a dictionary to learn new words? What do you do in the evenings? How do you spend your evenings? Do you like going out? Do you have a lot of family and friends? Do you think family and friends are important? Where does your family live? How many friends do you have? Who is your favorite friend? Do you like flowers? Do you remember the last time you gave somebody flowers? What's your favorite food? Do you know how to cook? Do you like going out? Where do you like to go on the weekends? What is happiness to you? Do you think it's important to keep people happy? What are your hobbies? What do you do in your free time? Do you spend a lot of time on the internet? Do you think internet is a useful tool? What do you do in your leisure time? Are there any activities you would like to share? Do you listen to music? Who's your favorite singer? Are your favorite band? Do you get along well with neighbors? Do you think it's important to live in a good neighborhood? Describe your neighborhood and describe your neighbors. Do you read newspapers? How often do you buy a newspaper? Do you have a pet? Tell me more about your pet. Would you like to have a pet? Do you like reading? What's the last book you read? How many books do you read in a month? Do you think it's a good habit? Do you like shopping? What's your favorite store? What do you buy on a weekly basis? Who do you go shopping with? Do you play any sports? What's your favorite sport? Do you like watching TV? What's your favorite TV show? Do you drive or do you take the bus? What's your favorite season? Are you active on social media? Do you think social media is a lot of fun? Tell me about yourself. Tell me about your family, your friends, your habits, and your hobbies. Now comes the part 2, the talk. This is also a face-to-face with the examiner. You will receive a topic card. You can think about it, make notes for about a minute or 2. The examiner will tell you when to start. The topics could be about yourself or something that happened in your life. You will get about 3 to 4 minutes to talk. Here are some examples of the part 2 questions. Describe a piece of art that you like. Tell me more about the book that you recently read. Tell me about an elderly person that you really care for. What's your favorite song? Do you have a hobby? Describe your hobby to me. So when you get questions like this, so let's say, or the examiner is asking you to describe your favorite song. So when they're asking you to describe your favorite song, you have to give the name of the song. You have to give the name of the artist. You have to also mention why you like that song and what does that song talk about. Because you have 3 to 4 minutes for this topic, please make sure that your sentences are organized. So always remember, what is it about? Where does it happen? Who is in it? Why is it important? How does it make you feel? When do you listen to it? That's how you would brainstorm. So why, when, where, who, and what. Part three is the discussion with the examiner. Now, you have to remember that these questions build up. So your topics are the same. The thought process builds up. Face to face with the examiner, 4 to 5 minutes. Continuation of the topics from part two. Your answers require explanation and examples. The examiner controls the time. Here are some sample topics of part three: clothing, family, education. Now let's expand on that. So these are the discussion questions and topics. How can children benefit from art? Why do some companies ask their staff to wear uniforms? What role should a teacher have in a classroom? Should the government be responsible for health? How can people improve their health? Do newspapers give authentic news? What social problems are in your country? Does traveling have an impact on the way people think? I hope you enjoyed today's video where we discussed what kind of questions and topics you might get for your IELTS speaking. In my future videos, I'll try to give you a speaking test and how to brainstorm on the topics. Please don't forget to subscribe to English or Canada on youtube.com. See you all next time.